Okay, so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he's doing something that to most people, what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is doing. Now, before the 2024 elections, Mahama did just one of the main aim, and at this so is to reset and reshape the country. And what he's going to do is to cut down a lot of costs. Now, true to Mahama's words, he is actually doing everything that he said. He said just last week, no fee, no stress policy, no lunch. More university level 100, they've all received their fees back. Also, certain things are government near their day a mark cost be Ghana so slashing in this is just a step in the right direction. Now, one of the things that John Dramani Mahama and our year now. Bloomberg is naming him the best president in Africa for the year 2025. In your end year, Mahama started getting an award. His announcement, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, or the Bible to just say, full allowance. Yedema politicians, yedema member of parliament, yedema appointees, yedema CEOs, yedema board members of state-owned institutions or Barbie trim. In fact, when this letter came, MPP4 were thinking that they were going to be jubilate. They were going to jubilate in regards to this particular news. But most of them, party said they are heading to court because what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is doing is unconstitutional. Before we get into the litigations and all of that, in press release we end two screens so this particular press release they did two screens so detailed exactly what is really going on and how this particular news came about. So enlarging for all of us to know exactly what is also presidency communications, obviously on a feedback, and it came out. This letter came out today, July 15, 2025, which is a Tuesday. Now, heading and a letter, that letter, and also President Mahama scraps full allowance and allocations to appointees. So now why His Excellency John Dramani Mahama he's doing this, okay? And aside from that, to who will be impacted? John Dramani Mahama you see a bit makasa or see adia or your also President John Dramani Mahama has with immediate effects immediately directed the cancellation of payment of full allowances and allocation of full to all political appointees. The directive forms part of a broader curb in government expenditure aimed at cutting costs and channeling public funds into priority areas. So basically, what John Dramani Mahama said, see an appointees and your V8. What name the kind of fuel V8 they use to the amount of fuel V8 they use to V8 in 80 me use fuel almost like 3,000 or 4,000 cedis a day. If you are roaming here in Accra, you can spend you can spend as much as 2,000 cedis on fuel a day. So most people are even spending about 5,000, 9,000 cedis on fuel a day, especially ministers or more called long to and fro from in terms of long distance. So ministers now appointees can say okay, omunyina 1,000 because he was state-owned institution board members, omunyina 80 full allowance. So omunya 1,000 now. Now obia full allowance a month. Okay, like 4,000 cedis. Multiply 4,000 cedis by 1,000. Remember, say 1,000 is just the list number because I know say board members need various. They can go up to about 27,000. So just imagine the amount of money Ghana is spending in a month in terms of full allowances. The president believes the leadership must also bear its part of the sacrifice it is calling on the people to make. The later cost-cutting measure follows sweeping reductions in the size of government through the appointment of fewer ministers and presidential office staff. Other measures have included stopping satellite TV subscriptions and offices at the presidency and other government facilities. So what President John Dramani Mahama said, aside from the fact that they are scrapping the full allowances and other stuff, government institutions and your DSTV boho and your boys near Pomu match and your internet puka at the whole satellite near the whole is a ultimate train you open your big car or then laptop or bet seasons 1 to 1,000 because any dear a buying seeker. See and you trap satellite winning in emu data allowance, your training na yeah, ma free Wi-Fi. They be free Wi-Fi has to do with the work. Wi-Fi is protected and encrypted. Password is protected and encrypted. Aside from that, to DSTV near the trim, and also TV satellite subscriptions. And yeah, subscribing to GoTV, CNN, training. And according to John Dramani Mahama, this is part of the broader Niema all year to curb the prices of goods and services and also the burden on Ghana. Because Ghana for see it's Niema, so now you per se cut down costs, near sacrifice ya was here the penny for no. Omo and was here the omo eshase, and this was definitely signed by Felix Kwachi Ofosu MP. He's the spokesperson for the president, the minister, and also the minister of government communication. So basically, this is exactly what is really going on. Now, apart from that, to Makacho say information we buy out. So there are some people believe this particular information about and now directive if Mahama or Ebano. And yet, one of them is MPP Sam Yewuku. Now, according to Sam Yewuku, the Mahama is just nothing but to score a political point. I didn't know what Kasa or Pesegana phone Caso, Mahama dear, or Sia dear yo, Mahama dear, or Bogana phone, Banas Debbie. That is far from the truth. Or sister Mahama said or cancel the full allowances for MPs, appointees, and all of that. No problem. Castle Hona, Mahama, any Flagstaff house. Filling station na ema free for ema ne cars no on kati no so ne hu sa de na oye no ono so no or cut down cost. Now if I say share obi enum yengo tin se masame efuku edu to joy ba ye beto aso.
If the president wants to really show that he's committed on this fuel allowance and the cutting down of fuel and scrapping of it, I'm challenging them to close down the fuel depot at the castle. And that's at Jubilee. Because with that, then that means they are no longer going to take the fuel for free. Number two, who is a political appointee? Because the publication said political appointees. Does it include ministers? Does it include CEOs? Does it include presidential staffers? So who are the political appointees? Are you just talking ministers or ministers, deputies, CEOs? Again, I need clarification on what is the definition of the fuel allowance. Does it mean fuel for any political appointee, or are they trying to say that the money that that will be used to pay by these appointees, it will be refunded or they will be made to pay back? There's clarity on that we need. Then again, how much is being spent on these fuel allowances, so that after scrapping, how much savings are we making? So these are very serious questions that we need to ask. Let me ask a very interesting question. If the Minister for Communication drives from here to Adan or to Ningo Pram Pram to do government business, at the end of the day, is he returning the fuel in the fuel that the state bought for that vehicle to get him to Adan or Ningo Pram Pram and back? Or there will be some way somehow there wouldn't be any fuel at all. So clearly, if you ask me, I think there are more questions to be asked with this particular directive. I just see it as populist. It's just public gimmick and a clear case of PR and settings. That's what I would say.